What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got, in the singles, Sassy Stacy Howard from the Rockstars taking on the Eric Zipper with the Dungeon. Zipper's had a tough run of it in the league thus far. He once was paired up with Paul Oyama, but now Paul is no longer in the Dungeon due to the draft. So Eric is, he's definitely gotta be wanting to get a victory here today. Stacy, on the other hand, she's had some ups, she's had some downs. She feels like somebody who, she's right on the cusp. She just hasn't had luck go her way. But she's certainly a dangerous competitor. And you know, I love me some rock stars, Roxy Stryer. So I'm going to be pulling for Stacy today, but it should be an interesting match. So let's get this thing started.
And I wore my shiniest sport coat. Why? Because I'm joined on the desk by the one, the only, the legend, Miss Movies, Brianne Chandler.
Hello. There are so many patterns happening right now. I don't know if I can handle it.
It's a Tetris jacket, and Tetris is a game of skill, a game of champs, and that's a lot like what you get with the movie trivia Schmoedown. In today's matchup, Eric Z-Man Zipper versus Sassy Stacy Howard. Brianne, what do you make of this epic matchup here today?
Okay, well, here's the thing. We haven't seen Zipper for quite some time in the singles division. I mean, he had that match with Haley. It went to sudden death, one round of sudden death, which was really great. He won that, but then he was gone, and now 9 months later, he gets another call. Like, if you get a call 9 months later from someone, what are you thinking? Like, are you like, should I answer that, or what?
In certain circumstances, you're very nervous if it's a 9-month period of time. But with Eric Z-Man Zipper, you're looking at a guy who's made his mark in the Schmoedown primarily in the inner geekdom and in teams. And so in singles, you're right. He is 1-0. He went to overtime. He defeated Haley Fouch in a fantastic contest. And then on the other side of the ledger, you look at Sassy Stacy Howard. She comes in with a record of 5-5. She's got a technical knockout to her credit, and she's beat some of the greatest competitors and nicest human beings in the history of time.
Yes, the greatest.
That's Mark Riley. That's Mark Riley.
Oh,
and then she also beat me once upon a time.
Riley.
So Stacy Howard is clearly winning the war of experience, but is that going to be the only factor in here? Does Eric Z-Man Zipper have something up his sleeve?
Ooh, well, Eric Z-Man Zipper might have something up his sleeve. I don't know. Does he do magic?
Oh, God.
His faction mate
We got a lot of magicians. And you know what? Let's take a look at their pregame interview and see if there's any magic.
Stacy Howard is not just one of the most underrated players in all of Schmoedown. She is the most underrated player in Schmoedown history.
Stacy Howard, who will heretofore be known as the Wheel Killer, the Queen of Upsets, Breaker of Brackets.
All she needs is correct management. And honestly, I don't feel like you had that in the past.
Roxy texted me last night and twice this morning just to check in on me. I was like, what are you, a guy that I just started dating? I'm pumped for today. And that's because of you. That's because of how you have, coached me and helped me along the way.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. We've come to beat your butt again. The three OGs of the dungeon.
Steve Coogan.
Mark I'm undefeated in singles, 1-0. I obliterated Haley Fouch in sudden death, and I'm gonna
obliterate Stacy Howard. I'm about to sweep in singles because maybe some people will call this premature, but I know in my heart that I am the next Dan Murrell.
He is the next Dan Murrell for sure.
Dan Murrell?
I'm the future champ of this league. Throw a flannel and a baseball cap on me and no one would be able to tell the difference.
Same guy, same competitor, same skill set. Exactly the same.
You've been playing for quite some time, and we've seen nothing to show us that. If anybody's going to be the next GOAT, it's going to be Stacy Howard.
I should, but who cares? That's all I can think of.
Stacy?
Jeff Bridges?
That's correct.
Gas Hellraiser.
Got it.
Before the devil knows you're dead?
That's a big...
I pulled a lot of answers out of nowhere. You know, it's called context clues. Okay, third grade English. Everyone learned it.
Stacy and I are no strangers in the ring. In a match that she should not have won because we got a BS 3 Ninjas question, but I've been brushing up on all my garbage movies, and I am ready for this fight.
Dan Murrell wants to go toe-to-toe. We'll take him on in a putt-putt parking lot right now. Tell him, Smash. He's going down, Dan Murrell. This is the new Dan Murrell 2.0.
Listen, you know what, Zipper? I don't really know what you're trying to prove with this match, but I look forward to beating you today and showing the audience a little more entertainment than what you could bring, because I really don't even remember what he looks like.
The smaller Dan Murrell.
Okay. So smaller, just as boring Dan Murrell. Okay.
You know who else wears glasses? Dan Murrell. You know who else just went to sudden death in a nail-biting match? Dan Murrell. And you know who else is about to be wearing a belt just like Dan Murrell? This guy right here. He is the next Dan Murrell!
Love this
All right, Brian, no pigeons, no rabbits out of the hat, but a lot of strong words.
The next Dan Murrell? Is he Dan Murrell? Is that what he's saying? I didn't understand this promo, so I'm not quite sure.
Very high praise for himself. And look, I mean, he's represented by Kaiser on behalf of the Dungeon. And then with Sassy Stacy Howard, I know Roxy Stryer, her manager, very excited to draft her. She was kind of a mid-round draft, and I think Roxy feels like she got a steal.
She does have a steal. Stacy is one of those competitors. Look out for her in round 1 of any tournament.
Yeah.
She's going to take you out, and you're not going to be expecting it at all.
I feel like, you know, you and I have called matches in the past where it looks like round 1 is going to determine how the rest of the match goes. And maybe with Z-Man and Sassy, that's the way it's going to go. If they have a strong round 1, look out. If it's a little fledgling, they may falter in the wheel round.
You know what? We also saw these two when they were in teams competition for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Division, and that saw Stacy Howard with Crimson Fury on top of whatever their name. Oh, Loose Cannons. What was their name? It was Loose Cannons.
Loose Cannons.
With Z-Man Zipper and Paul Oyama. That was last year. That was before the draft. So this is not the first time they're going up against each other, but it is the first time in singles for them together.
And it's their first match, respectively, of this new era season. So maybe a fresh start for one of them. Somebody's coming out on top today. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Eric Z-Man Zipper. We know he knows his way around comic book movies. He's also very good at new releases and helping Kaiser write his stand-up material. Sassy Stacy Howard, very good at romantic comedy. She knows her Matthew McConaughey movies too, and she's very good at beating legends. Legends of the game.
Legends.
And she's very good at retiring legends and forcing them into the broadcast booth. What an amazing competitor she is at doing just that. Brianne, I think I'm all set and ready to go. You have any last words before we get these competitors out and underway?
Well, let's just get to it, shall we?
Then it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Got a little southern twang in there, too. Schmoedown!
Get some accents on it.
Introducing first, with a singles record of 1-0, representing his faction, the Dungeon, and led to the ring by his manager, Kaiser, Eric Z-Man Zipper! That's been his bell.
Wow, a lot of them showed up today.
You got Vinny over there, you got Adam Cliff. Look at all these. Is Eric going to be here?
I don't know if he's going to show up. Oh, there he is. It's the dude. It is the dude from the Big Lebowski.
Got his white Russian.
That doesn't look like a white actually, so we're gonna have to find out.
I'd like to thank Roxy Stryer for getting out of work early from her other job, working the perfume counter at Sears. Thanks for bringing samples.
Kaiser, I love you, man, but you're out of your element. I got this.
All right. Took 4 men to seat Eric, and now he's saying I'm good on my own. And his opponent, with a record of 5 wins, 5 defeats, 1 technical knockout, led to the ring by her manager, Roxy Stryer, on behalf of the faction of the Rock Stars, it's Stacy Howard! I like that Guns N' Roses. Walking Stacy out.
I love it. There's a whole rock star vibe going on here.
Yeah, it's almost like Enrico's the roadie. And he's getting his lead singer's handshake there. Nice sportsmanship. Roxy and Enrico. A little bit of bad blood between the managers as they make their way stage left. And now it's the competitor, Stacy Howard. You've been here a number of times. Eric Zipper, newer to singles, but you've been underneath the white-hot spotlight of the Schmoedown no less times. And now I'll remind everyone of the rules of round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question's worth a point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. In round number 1, we'll ask a question. You have about 15 seconds. I'm sorry, Stacy, am I boring you? You have about 15 seconds to answer the question. Once I ask you by name to reveal your answer, show what you wrote on the whiteboard. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule. I think I'm boring both of them. Actually.
Well, they've been here. They know this. This ain't no rodeo.
If you think you want more time, you want to buy yourself an extra 15 seconds, use one of your 3 JTE rules. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match to be issued by your managers. All right. I thought I did a pretty good reading of the rules. Didn't seem to impress Stacy or Eric. Stacy, are you ready to compete?
Sure, yeah.
El Duderino?
The zip abides.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown! Brody crowd here today. And our match kicks off in round number 1 with the category of action adventure. And the question is, which Oscar-winning actress plays Jason Statham's mother in The Fate of the Furious?
I love all the Fast and Furious franchise.
Do you really? Or are you being facetious?
No, I am being quite serious.
For fun, dumb movies, you know?
I'm sorry, what?
4. I mean, they're
I
pretty
wouldn't say
stupid.
dumb.
Dude, they're really dumb but fun. 1. Pens down. Stacy, going to you.
Dame Helen Mirren.
It is Sir Lord Dame Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
He got it.
Tag game.
Dame, please respect the title.
All right, your second question. 90s movies. Robert De Niro plays a gangster named Sam Ace Rothstein in what 1995 crime film?
Very well. Very well.
Thank you.
So when we were breaking it down, Brianna and I decided Rothstein, like David
Instead
Lee Roth
of Rothstein.
and Bruce Springsteen,
Yes.
2 of the greatest American songsters.
I need those breakdowns.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to Z-Man. What do you got?
Analyze this.
It is not.
Does Stacy have it?
Once Upon a Time in America?
It is also not.
What do we got?
It's Casino.
Casino!
Oh, yeah. That's where you were. That one. Not that long ago. Doing some stand-up in a casino.
Don Rickles, great in Casino.
It was he didn't know it, but okay.
All right. Ease up, managers, because now it's time for the third question. That's in the world of dramas. And the query is, what 2013 film stars Leonardo DiCaprio and is based on a classic novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald?
You read novels? I'm going to take that as no.
Does the biography of Tiger Woods count as a novel?
I don't know. Is it more than 5 pages?
Great Gatsby.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
1. Pens down. Stacy.
Did I not repeat the
didn't
question?
get it in time. Sorry. Eric Zipper.
The Great Gatsby.
He's got a lead. 2 to 1.
Yeah, please. I couldn't hear the 5 with each one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We good?
All right, there's going to be a challenge issued, and we'll be right back with our ruling. And we're back. The challenge issued by Roxy Starr, the manager of Sassy Stacy Howard, was that the countdown wasn't loud enough and her competitor couldn't hear the countdown, so she didn't have time to issue a JTE rule. So the ruling is going to be, that's fair. Countdown was not loud enough, even though I have a great booming voice usually. So what we're going to do, because it's not fair to ask Stacy Howard the same question, we're going to ask you a different question in the world of dramas. This is just to you for a point.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, don't thank me. It's the fairness of the game. Dramas. Stacy, and your question. Who plays Bradley Cooper's older brother, Bobby, in the film A Star is Born?
Sam Elliott.
Got it. All right. Now it's 2-2. All right, and now we go back to Brianne Chandler. Family Films.
Family Films is your next question.
Belt it out,
I'm
Brianne.
gonna belt it. Josh Gad provides the voice of a dog named Bailey, who is reincarnated several times in what 2017 family film?
Don't like it.
I wouldn't call that a family film.
Don't like it. I know it's reincarnated.
That means, like, dogs are dying.
It means you have to watch a dog die like 900 times. Don't like it.
I don't agree.
Okay, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going to you first, Z-Man.
A dog's purpose.
That is correct. Did Stacy have it?
A Dog's Purpose.
She got it. Y'all heard the countdown.
It was that or the other one, A Dog's Journey, some BS.
To
Yeah.
3.
Art of Dancing in the Dog Rain, whatever.
All right, your next question is in the world of fantasy science fiction. And the question is, Garrett Hedlund plays James Hook and Hugh Jackman plays Blackbeard in this 2015 fantasy film. Funny story.
Yes.
I'll tell you on the next question.
Okay,
So
about
stay
this
tuned.
one. Yeah, because we don't want to give
what we
anything
call
away.
foreshadowing in the world of novels.
Oh.
5,
Okay.
4, 3,
Pan,
2,
right?
1. Pens down. Going to you first, Stacy. What do you got?
Pan?
It is Pan. Does Eric have it?
Pan.
He was very excited to reveal it as well.
It's the Pan Man.
All right, so 4-4, and all of a sudden each competitor's
Wow,
only
had a
missed
weird
one
dance
question
number
so
in it.
far.
It's very exciting.
Probably did. Smells like Teen Spirit, something.
Next question. Comedies.
You did great.
Which actor starred as Erwin Fletcher in 1985's Fletch?
All right, so we had a screening for Pan on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like going, so I faked that I was sick. But then that night I saw Van Halen at the Hollywood Bowl.
Chevy Chase.
Who were you faking sick to, though?
Christian Harlow.
Oh, okay.
3. He saw Halen too. We had a good time. 2, 1. Pens down. Going to you first, Eric Zipper. What do you got?
Chevy Chase.
It is Chevy Chase. Stacy.
Sid Warren Beatty.
Didn't have it. So now it's 5-4. Zipper takes a narrow lead. 2 questions remain in round number 1. The penultimate question is in the world of horror/thriller. And the question is, who directed the 2015 found footage film about a trip to see grandparents gone wrong, The Visit?
Ever had a trip go wrong with your
I was
grandparents?
going to say, would you film the entire trip to go see your grandparents?
Probably
Here's
not.
Nana cooking.
M. Night Shyamalan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down, and Stacy Howard has an answer.
M. Night Shyamalan?
It is M. Night Shyamalan. Does Eric have it?
M. Night Shyamalan.
He got it.
Right.
Eric has it.
Your final question in round 1 is animated. Like, the question's not animated, but it's from animated.
It's gonna be very well
movies.
delivered.
So there we go. Matthew McConaughey, Reese Witherspoon, Scarlett Johansson, and Taron Egerton lent their voices to what 2016 animated film?
I thought you did ask that very well.
You know what? I saw this movie with my children,
You know what I did?
and
I faked sick.
I taught them what a MacGuffin was from this
5,
film.
4. Your kids are like 2. 2,
Angry Bird.
1.
Hands down.
Going to you first, Eric. What do you got?
Sing?
It's Sing.
It is.
Stacy have it.
I have
Stacy
it.
did not have it. So all of a sudden, Eric Zipper pulling away right there at the end. A 7-5 lead is what Eric Zipper enjoys currently. He's up by 2 points as we move into round number 2, known as the wheel round. And fun fact, today's wheel has a sponsored slice from one of our movie trivia Schmoedown patrons. Thank you to all of our patrons out there. Thanks for supporting our show. Check out which tier is right for you today. The sponsored meal slice is Pixar movies. So if one of our competitors spins and keeps Pixar movies, we're going to say the name of that patron. And even if we don't say your name, you know what? Brian and I love you. So
That's right, we do.
Each competitor gets a spin at that wheel. You can spin it very gently. It's going to go just fine for Miles. Once you settle on a category, 4 questions are asked to you. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Eric, you are enjoying a 7-5 lead that really ties the room together. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I would like to defer.
All right.
Stacy spinning first.
Here we go. Now, Stacy has been known to break a wheel.
Stacy the wheel killer Howard.
Let's be real gentle. Gingerly spin that wheel.
She's got that Texas strength.
Grease that wheel.
There we go.
I love that spin.
That's a very nice spin, Stacy. Making her fellow Texas
for
A&M
her,
alum,
the
Johnny
song.
Manziel, very proud.
The song for her would be Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from... Well, because she broke it the last time, so now she needs Jesus to keep it so it doesn't
When there was
break
only
again.
one set of hands spinning the wheel, it was me. All right, round and round it goes. Trying to avoid opponent's choice, she successfully maneuvers past that. No, she doesn't. It's opponent's choice. What? And so now Eric Zipper immediately calls upon his manager, Kaiser, and Kaiser, for some reason, making Zipper walk to him. Okay, Eric, what do you want to stick Stacy with for 4 questions?
Paul Thomas
Anderson. Wow.
Okay.
ETA, you either know that guy or you don't. All right.
Here we go. All right, here's your first question, Stacy. Which Paul Thomas Anderson film stars Adam Sandler?
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love.
That's correct for 2
2
points.
All right, she's now tied with Zipper. 3 questions remain.
Your second question. What is the last name of Paul and Eli, the twin brothers played by Paul Dano in There Will Be Blood?
Okay. Okay, I think I know it, but I'm gonna go multiple choice.
Okay.
Your options are A, Plainview, B, March, C, Fletcher, D, Sunday.
It's Sunday.
That is correct for a point.
All right. She takes the lead over Zipper.
I knew it, but I had to be
Working
your
sure.
way through. Your next question. Who plays Frank T.J. Mackey in Magnolia?
Frank T.J. Mackey.
Never seen it.
I'm going to go to 5, 4, 3.
Tom Cruise.
And that's another
Wow.
point.
Hey, look at that. It looks like she knew Cruz was in the movie, but maybe not which role he played.
Right. All right. This is the final question, I believe.
Final question.
All right, here we go. Which MCU actor plays Lieutenant Detective Christian F. Bigfoot
Bjornsson.
in 2014's Inherent Vice?
MCU actor. Multiple choice.
We will have, here are the choices. A, Jeremy Renner, B, Benicio del Toro, C, Josh Brolin, or D, Anthony Mackie.
Josh Brolin?
That's correct for a point.
It's clearly a category.
I do them all.
One, but she maneuvered her way around it fantastic.
Yes. You gotta wonder if Zipper gave her that category because that's a strength of his, so he thought
can
he
get a
could
steal.
So
No
I don't
stealing
know.
opportunities from-
Maybe don't shake your head to let us know. So that we
now,
don't know.
Eric Zipper's going to have to step up to that wheel, and he finds himself trailing by 4 points. Very impressive round 2 from Stacy.
You know who my favorite Zipper is? The one from Rescue Rangers. The little fly.
I was never a
I don't know if
Chippendales
you ever-
Rescue Rangers
Oh,
guy.
really?
No.
What?
Not a fan. I was more of a tailspin kid.
Okay, yeah, Launchpad's pretty great. Launchpad is.
Launchpad. We knew he was flying drugs.
But Gadget is so good in
Coming
Chip and
around.
Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Is it going to get to Spinner's Choice is the only question.
Hey, is this an
Is
opponent
it going to go past it?
section?
Releases is what it looks like.
Yeah,
Possibly one of Zipper's strengths, but
that's true.
talking with Kaiser. Talking about it.
I mean, would you take this category had you spun this?
Last year, yes.
Okay.
This
But
year?
this year, no.
No. The most recent movie I saw was Bad Boys for Life. All right, so who's
Taking
going to
it.
keep it?
Gonna keep it. There's a beverage here. What kind of beverage is that?
There's some Kahlua in it.
Okay.
Adam Witt just presented it to me, so it's probably best not to ask too many questions.
All right. I
Eric
understand.
Zipper in his trademark Sports Center glass. Your first question of 4 in the world of new releases. What 2019 film follows a young man who runs away from a care facility to make his dream of becoming a professional wrestler come true?
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
That is correct.
That's a great film. Did you get to see this? Did you see
I did not see that movie. No.
So good. You
I heard it's very
It's
good.
a must-see.
All right, your next question. The main events of The Nun take place at a monastery in what Eastern European country?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Serbia, C, Romania, or D, Albania?
Bulgaria? A?
Lots of
I'd like to just lodge an official complaint about this question. Can I get those options one more
I
time?
can give you the options one more time without a JT rule. Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Serbia, C, Romania, or D, Albania?
Bulgaria.
I'm going to go to 5,
Bulgaria?
4. That is incorrect. Stacey, I'm going to give you your options again for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Serbia, C, Romania, or D, Albania?
Serbia.
Romania?
You're right! 1 point.
Skin of my teeth all the time.
That's fine.
Stacey Howard, maybe an all-time great guesser. One of the
Pipe
best we've
down,
ever had.
divorce
Yes, her and Josh
okay.
Makuga. I just want them to have a guess off one day.
Back to Eric Z-Man Zipper. You still have 2 questions remaining in the world of new releases. And your penultimate question, Mariel Heller directed what 2018 biopic starring Melissa McCarthy?
Can you ever forgive me?
That is correct for 2 points.
Really
I'm a fan
good
of that one.
And the Zipper
didn't
pulls
like it.
within 1. I like Richard E. Grant was great in it.
That's true. That is true.
All right. Your last question, and this could give you the lead going into round number 3 if you get it right off the
Will
bat.
give me the lead. Let's say Will.
It's a good positive attitude.
Who provides the voice of Scar in 2019's The Lion King?
Chiwetel.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct for 2 points. And Stacy did a great job in the category she didn't want. Zipper spins new releases. He seemed confident enough in it after talking it over with Kaiser, and now he finds himself with a 1-point lead going into round number 3.
Round number 3. Here it is.
This is it.
This is the second to the death round.
All the marbles. And Roxy speaking with her competitor, Kaiser asking his for $5. In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 numbers from each of you. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. There's no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round number 3. So, Eric, you are enjoying a 1-point lead.
I am enjoying it.
You look very comfortable. Do you have 3 numbers that you feel lucky with, from 1 to 20?
Yeah, let's go with 3, 2, and 10.
And Stacy Howard, what do you like?
6, 12, 16.
I recognize those numbers.
Because 16 is the number of Joe Montana?
I know. I was at his retirement jersey ceremony.
Really?
I was on the field. I was part of the one. Hey.
Wow. All right.
Dance to Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
So, Stacy, you're going to be asking your questions from Brienne. I'll be asking Eric his questions. For your 2-pointer, you selected number 6, and that corresponds to...
Brad Pitt. All right. All right, here we go, Stacy. Brad Pitt plays a World War II officer named Don War Daddy Collier in what film?
Fury.
That is correct for 2 points.
There it is. There it is.
Hi.
All right, pivoting back over to Z-Man, I'll be asking your questions. You selected number 3, and that is going to correspond to the world of action-adventure movies.
Okay.
For 2 points. Who plays just paroled Army Ranger Cameron Poe, who must fly home aboard a prison transport in the film Con Air?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
2 points and he's back on top.
Which, we need a Nicolas Cage wheel slice, right? Everybody agrees with me?
I do agree with you on that. I'll give you that. I'll give
Eric
you
stumps for
that.
Nicolas Cage wheel slice. We pivot back to Stacy for her 3-point question. She selected number 12. Brianne, what's she looking at?
I'm so excited that you selected comedy. That was a little delayed there. A little delayed there. Okay, here we go. Who wrote Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and the 1994
John
remake
Hughes.
of Miracle on 34th Street?
John Hughes.
Who wrote it?
Yes.
John Hughes.
Five, four, three.
Repeat the question.
Who wrote Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and the 1994 remake of Miracle on 34th Street?
John Hughes.
His name's right here. It's right here. I know it.
Go to 5.
John Hughes?
That is correct. I love the explosion from the audience.
There it is. And forces it back to Zipper.
Well done. You are not out of your element.
There. All right, Eric, Zipper.
Perform best under pressure.
You chose number 2 for your 3-point question. And that corresponds to the world of crime movies.
Okay.
Your question. Who directed the 2018 crime thriller Widows?
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen directed. Now Eric's back on top, and it is a seesaw battle back and forth. This is exciting. This is why you watch the movie Trivia Schmoedown right here, folks. So we go back to Stacy Howard for her 5-point question. She selected one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Joe Montana, and that corresponds to what, Brianne?
To fantasy science fiction. Don't know how we feel about that up there.
Guys, it's gonna be a miracle.
It's
gonna be a miracle if I get this.
Here we go. What Oscar-winning actor provides the voice of King Hrothgar in Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf?
Is that Russell Crowe? I think it's Russell Crowe.
Five.
Repeat the question.
Is this the last one? Oh, one more.
She has one more after this.
What Oscar-winning actor provides the voice of King Hrothgar in Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf?
I think it's Russell Crowe. I think.
You said I have one more?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
What Oscar-winning actor provides the voice of King Hrothgar in Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf?
Five, 4.
Anthony Hopkins? Is that it?
It's Anthony Hopkins.
How do you do that?
It's a celebratory mood here.
I could not stop thinking about that part. The audience was so excited.
What a great moment. And we're not even done with the match.
Okay.
People are
It doesn't
jumping
seem
up in their
fair.
chairs. The audience is going crazy. It's like Stacy won the match, except she hasn't yet.
But she could.
She
Problem
could win
is,
it.
Good.
I only
What
know
a
what I
play.
know, and she knows what she doesn't know.
Fair. That's fair.
All right, so Stacy improbably pulling it. You know, a lot of times you get competitors up here and they like milking it and using other JT rules to build up drama. I think that was Stacy using every second to actually conjure the name Anthony Hopkins. She pulled it out just in the nick of time, and she has forced the hand of Eric Zipper to answer his 5-point question.
It all comes down to this, Eric. No pressure. Zero pressure.
All right,
But
Eric.
you do have 3 JTEs left, so you know. So you're good, you know.
Eric, you selected category number 10 for your 5-point question. And that corresponds to the world of 1980s movies. 1980s films. And your question for the win. In what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York?
1984 Robin Williams.
He's got 3 JT rules remaining. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
I can do that. In the world of 1980s, in what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York?
I'm just going to say Good Morning Vietnam, but pretty sure that's not it.
5, 4,
Repeat
3.
the question.
All right. This is your second JT rule. You have 1 remaining. In what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York?
Good Morning Vietnam.
Out of this, can he have his Anthony Hopkins moment?
It's possible. I'm quite excited.
Go to 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the
2.
question.
That's your last JT rule. In what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York? Go to 5, 4.
Foils War.
And your winner, Stacy Howard!
I knew it.
Moscow on the Hudson. Moscow on the Hudson was the answer, and Z-Man is crushed, and Stacy is ecstatic. And why not? What a well-played match by both competitors. It just ended up breaking Stacy's way. I'm speechless, Brianne. I am absolutely speechless.
I had to remind myself to breathe during this last section.
It's
I
like
was
we
just
were
like, oh
on
my
the hot
gosh.
seat. It was such an intense. I'm sure y'all are
was
feeling it through the internet airwaves,
It
but
wasn't.
the studio audience in here, everybody, obviously the competitors, the managers, that was one of the more tense Schmoedowns I've ever been a part of. What a match played by Stacy Howard, getting the answers just in the nick of time, and Eric Zipper, a great performance by him, trying to conjure the name of Moscow on the Hudson, couldn't quite do it, and for that, sassy Stacy Howard gets the win. She now has a winning record in her career. She is 6-5.
6-5. So excited. Man. And he's only 1-1, so you know what? There's a lot he can do from here.
He's not going anywhere. I mean, he clearly showed his mettle, and Stacy Howard, she has this knack of coming up big in the clutch moments, like an athlete like a Robert Ory. She just hits the big shot when she needs to the most, and that is what she did yet again today with the 5-pointer.
I don't know that reference, and then I was thinking of The Blind Side, and then I was thinking of Michael Orr, and is that even his name?
That is his name, and he was very clutch as well in his own way.
Okay, so I got some football somewhere.
I'm very
Were
bad.
you even talking about football? I don't even know.
Get the Joe Montana retirement ceremony. That's all we need. And speaking of ceremony, Jen, celebratory is probably not the right word to describe the mood over there. I imagine everybody is really celebrating Anthony Hopkins.
I mean, it just sounds more like amazement than anything else, because if we've learned anything by watching Stacy Howard compete in the last few years in the Schmoedown, it's just that anything is possible and you can never count this girl out. I don't even think you believe that you pulled that 5-pointer.
No, I really don't. I honestly was just thinking, like, okay, who's won an Oscar and who has an epic voice? I was like running through all the, typical white men in my head, and he popped up. And, there we go. So out of nowhere, but I performed best under pressure, as I've always said, and, you know, this one knows when to push me and when to let me chill, so, you know, she talked me through the whole match, and she's, you know, why I won today, so.
But I gotta say, when I heard fantasy sci-fi was gonna be your 5-pointer, I got nervous for you because I remember your time back in 6 Degrees when that category really took down you and Brienne one day. It was really nasty. I think she would agree with me.
I'm pretty sure I got like 2 points against Rachel, and, you know, that was my category that I received, and yeah, it's not my strongest, but for whatever reason, it just came to me. Sometimes things just come, like, you know. I'd regret saying
phrasing. But I did see, I saw Mark Draco and Roxy physically trying to will answers to you.
I was doing my best Professor Xavier on the side going, So yeah, I'm incredibly proud of her. That's her superpower. Every time you underestimate Stacy, she waits till the last second and goes, oh, Anthony Hopkins and John Hughes, of course. And you're like, wait, where did that come from? So this is her power, and I'm thrilled for her. It was a great match all the way around.
And Roxy, I saw you cheering from the sidelines as well. You have to be feeling pretty good about this start for Stacy Howard this season.
First of all, she deserves to be believed in, and it's about time. And she's an unbelievable player. And we can call it guessing, and she might even call it guessing, but she has so much movie knowledge that you can't say that's guessing when I wouldn't be able to guess that. That's her having enough knowledge of the space to put pieces together and make an educated choice in that decision, and she was able to do that when most of the players out there would have panicked and said nothing.
Yeah, and staying calm was the important thing. She didn't freak herself out, because having been in that same situation, the moment you start getting anxious, you slam all those doors, and she remained level-headed throughout. You could see her think. People should watch how she played this match. That's how you play when you don't know the answer.
But there are days that I've watched Stacy play that she could legitimately take down Dan Murrell. And then there are other days when she could not beat your dog, Mark. Right? This is true. She would be the first person to admit this. I'm not saying anything new. But I'm just really excited for you because I know the team that you've been paired with. I know that the faction you belong to, and I know that these are the kind of people that can take Stacy Howard to a level that we've never seen her before. So what's your plan going forward for this?
Well, first of all, it would have to be like a really smart dog, maybe like a dog from Mars or somebody who came down, because I think you're right, Stacy can take on a Dan Murrell type. So going forward, we're definitely going after those big giants, and we'll see who's next in our path, but I don't think whoever it is we're going to have a problem with, because Stacy's a champion.
And we're going to study fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah, do that too. Yeah, we'll try a little bit. Studying is, you know, for losers, but it's okay. I'll do a little bit for this.
Stacy, if you are this dangerous when you don't study, I think the league has been put on notice for when you do. Congratulations on a fantastic match today. Back to you guys.
You have it there. I would be hesitant if my dog Molly challenged Stacy to a match. I think, Brienne, you've known Stacy for such a long time. You guys have worked together before. What does this mean for Stacy in your mind?
I think Stacy's just really happy to be up on top and have that winning record because she's been kind of like even keel since she started in singles specifically. You know, memories are coming back from Jen talking about the 6 Degrees versus DC movie news match where we got fantasy sci-fi and it was just a disaster. And I'm like, yeah, I remember all that and I am glad that is over. I hope to never remember it again.
Well, it's the thing about good players becoming great players that if you're good at what you know, it's diagnosing your weaknesses and being able to make those into your strengths. And if you can do that, then you'll be great at life, kids. But you also be really good at the movie trivia Schmoedown. I think Stacy is living proof of that. She's 6-5 now. She's off to a great start. She's got a great manager who cares about her performance in Roxy Stryer.
I loved Roxy saying she deserves to be believed in. And I believe that 100% as well.
But on the other side of the match, came out the short end today. Eric Z-Man Zipper, I think, gave a hell of a performance and just got a 5-pointer. He didn't know. He tried to conjure it, a lot like what Stacy did with Anthony Hopkins, and he just came up this short. And Jen, I imagine it's a pretty crestfallen team over there with the dungeon.
It's definitely a somber mood over here. And Zip, I gotta say, I saw you beating yourself up over there at the desk. I know that this match kind of took you by surprise, but it's weird because I feel like I've watched this match unfold the exact same way before with Stacy Howard. Is it just that we look past her as an opponent because you don't know how she's going to show up every day? I mean, what is it?
I don't know, but you're right. This one definitely hurts. As much as I went into this match, you know, with the bluster and the confidence, I really care about this game, and I really know that I have it in me to play at a level higher than I've been playing. And I think the thing that hurts most about those 5-pointers is that I knew mine and she didn't know hers. And yet I got mine wrong and she got hers right. She just pulled Anthony Hopkins out of nowhere, and I had Moscow on the Hudson floating at the edge of my brain the entire time. And it just, I feel like I played well enough to win, and I just couldn't make it happen in the last moment. And I do think that people underestimate Stacy Howard at their own peril because she's a wizard. She's a magical being who gets questions right about movies she's never heard of. It's like wild. It's insane. She just picks whatever the first name that comes into her head, and it's always the right name. It's dumb.
I know you're upset, and I'm not laughing at you being upset, but
okay.
It's the most hilarious description about what we just witnessed here. Don't cry. Oh, Kaiser, I know you still gotta feel pretty
Driving
good.
him home tonight?
I mean, I think he'll be okay by the time we're done with this, but
I'm gonna take one of those scooters.
we know how that ends here, so please don't. That was a deep pull from a couple seasons ago, but you'll get it in a minute. Anyways, Kaiser, you still have to feel pretty good about this guy's performance, all things aside.
This kid played a lights-out match. He was ready. I've never seen him so confident and trained ever since he's been in the dungeon. So I can't wait for him and Whit to get together and play tag because, this guy knows the 70s and 80s, and we call it tag. Okay, tag team. Teams, I don't know. Someone's out there probably saying I don't know my but most of the time I do. But here's the one thing I want to say. And far be it from me to give any credit to a Guns N' Roses groupie. But that freaking challenge that Roxy made on the sound challenge is a thing of beauty. That's what good managing is all about. So I give her now that said,
is Kaiser paying someone a compliment?
I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Now I gotta listen to that woman run her mouth for the next 6 months, talking smack on me. But that said, how can you not give Stacy Howard credit for that match? That girl played a damn good game. So if you're a fan of the Schmoedown, you got your money's worth today because those are two of the gnarliest, nastiest competitors you got to see in a knockdown, drag-out fight. And at the end of the day, it's about the sport. It's about the sport, and those two went out there and they kicked each other around. It was a great match, and I'm proud of both of them.
Last thing I want to say is that as much as, I'm going to crawl away, lick my wounds, but I'm coming back, and this is not the last time that Stacy and I have seen each other in that ring.
I think I speak for everyone in this room where I'd like to see more of this rivalry.
As long as you don't wear that stupid sweater next time.
This is Adam's sweater. It's fine.
Authentic.
Well, that makes sense. It's his sweater. That makes sense. All right, can we go home now?
Sure.
Not her sweater.
Just don't take a scooter, for the love of God. All right. Back to you guys.
That is good advice from Jen Sturger. Avoid those scooters, kids. The sweaters, I guess it's based on personal fashion. A lot to take out of that interview. Eric Zipper, very funny, but you know it hurt him.
You can see that it hurt him. He has
was
such passion for this game, and that's what I really appreciate. And that's why matches like this are so great when you have people in there that really want to be and really want to win.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more exciting for the rest of the audience.
And then I think down in hell it's getting a little drafty because Kaiser actually paid a compliment to Roxy Stryer, giving her credit for the challenge, which warranted challenge. It was upheld, and so I think that maybe a little bit of gamesmanship early helped spur on Stacy Howard. But again, what a clutch performance by, I'll say it right now, one of the all-time clutch artists in Schmoedown history.
Definite clutch artist. I also believe Zipper when he says he played well enough to win, and that's very true, but today just wasn't his day. And that's how it goes in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Toughest losses to take. Well, it's always a win when you get to be on the desk next to Breanne Chandler. Check her out wherever you do your online social media shopping. Miss Movies. I am merely Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and for the love of God, go to the schmoedownlive.com. Check out our newest live events. We're going to announce cities all the time around these parts, and our movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Check it out. Select which tier is right for you. On behalf of Christian Harloff and the whole incredible crew here at the movie Trivia Schmoedown, our great studio audience, I'm Mark, and we'll see you next time at the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Well, it was a really good match. I seen in the comments Kristen asking, Match of the year? No, I won't go that far, because Bateman versus Merle in Atlanta was incredible. Although I would have liked to seen Bateman held on to the title. But that match, that's still, for me, the best match of the year. But this was a damn good one. And good on Stacy. She pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Anthony Hopkins. I should have known that. I don't know why I even said Russell Crowe. I should have known it was Anthony Hopkins. But congrats to Stacy, Roxy, and the Rockstars. Hard-fought victory. Zip. Yeah, you played well. That was a really tough 5-pointer. I had never even heard of that film. And I love Robin Williams. But damn good match. Great seeing Brianne at the desk. She had some great zingers in there. And, yeah. I had a lot of fun watching it. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub, peace.